Okay, 1728 here was prime factorized as okay, this is what we had factorized 1728 as. Now see, I had found out the cube root of this by expressing this as 2 cube into 3 cube. And then I finally wrote this as 2 into 2 into 3 whole cube. So that the cube root of this was 2 into 2 into 3 whole cube. So that now you can remove the radical and find out the cube root to be 2 into 2 into 3, which is 12. Okay. So that is, I had also mentioned to you that if cube root of 1728 is 12, then you can check that 12 cube must be equal to 1720. Okay, this is what I had told you. Now, what you can do is that from here, you can also use exponents. Instead of doing this, what you can also do is you can write this as 2 cube into 2 cube into 3 cube. And now, if you see, these two bases are same. So you can add the powers into 3 cube. So now you can write this as 2 to the power of 6 into 3 cube. Right? Now when you are taking the cube root, two to the power of 6 into 3 cube, what you can also do is, see, I have a 6 here. In order to remove this radical, since I have a cube here, 3 here, so what I can do is I can take half of 6, multiply this, in fact, 1/3 of this. 1/3 of 6 will be how much? 2 cube. And here, 1/3 of 3. Why I'm doing 1/3? Because I see there's a 3 here. Into 3 to the power of, this cancels, so we get 1. Okay. So you get 3, and this is 2 square, not 3. Because this will cancel with 2. So this you get as 12. This is also what you can do. We will see this in the later on also, that how this is done. But this is what you can also do. Okay. So moving on to the next problem. I had done this 21,952 was also I found out the cube root. Okay. Next, let us see this example. Find the cube root of minus 512. Okay. So this is a negative number, minus 512. Okay. So first what you do is you prime factorize 512. Ignore the negative sign. Okay. Now arrange in triplets. So 3 triplets you are getting. Therefore, 512 can be written as okay. So 3 triplets we have written, which is equal to 2 cube into 2 cube into 2 cube, which can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 whole cube. So therefore, when you are finding out the cube root of a negative number, the cube root of a negative number will be negative. So you can take the minus sign out of this and write this as minus cube root of 512. Remember, but this is only applicable for cube root. This is not applicable for square roots. Is that clear? This is only applicable for cube roots and not for square roots. Is that absolutely clear?
Yes, sir.
So you can write this as now what you can do is now you can remove the radical. You can write this as minus. This is minus 8. Okay. So what you can also see is in order to check your answer, you can multiply minus 8 3 times and you can check that you will get minus 512. Okay. So this is how you find out the cube root of a negative number. Now, as I told you that this does not work in case of a square. Another note. Can you tell me how to find out the square root of uh, minus 64? Not cube root, this time square root. Can anyone tell me how to find out the square root of minus 64? Square root of positive numbers you have done. What about square root of negative numbers? Anyone? No one. Remember that in case of square root, we will not be able to take this out of this. We cannot take the negative sign out. In fact, what you must know is that this is undefined. For the time being, just remember this. This is undefined. That is, we cannot find out the square root of a negative number. When you will go to higher classes, then you will learn how to find out the square root. For the time being, just know that we cannot find the square root of a negative number. However, we can find out the square root, cube root of a negative number. Okay, so that is what you must know. Let us move to the next example.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, I can't see the screen.
Come back if you can't see. Leave the meeting and come back.
Okay, sir.
Okay, next question is find cube root of minus 1331 into 3375. Okay, now there's something that I would like you to know before moving to this problem. What you must know is, I discussed this when I was doing algebraic expressions also, that when you're writing square root or cube root of a into b, let's write this as a into b, then you can write this as square root of a into square root of b. Okay, this works for cube roots also. So if you have cube root of a into b, you can write this as cube root of a into cube root of b. Okay, but when I'm writing square root of a plus b, instead of multiplication sign, now I have a plus sign here. Then I cannot write this as square root of a plus square root of b. Remember this. This is very important. And it works for cube root also. When I have cube root of a plus b, I cannot write this as cube root of a plus cube root of b. Is this clear? Only if I have a multiplication sign here, only then I can write this in this manner. If I have a multiplication sign here, only then I can write it in this manner. This will not work with a plus sign. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now what you see is we have a multiplication sign here. That means we can write this as cube root of minus 1331 into cube root of 3375. Right? You can write it in this manner. Now will proceed to find out the cube root of 1331. and 3375 by prime factorization method. So 1331. You will see that 1331 is divisible by 11 and it will go 121 times. Okay. Again, 121 is divisible by 11, it will go 11 times. So this is what you are getting. Also 3375.
So the
Okay.
answer would be 15.
Yes. Now we prime factorize this. First we divide by 3, the lowest prime number, 1175. Again we divide by 3. 375 is again divisible by 3. 125 is not divisible by 3, nor is divisible by 4, so we try with 5. Again it will go with 5. Again it will go with 5. So this is what we are getting. Okay. So therefore, cube root of, let's write it this in this manner first. 1331 is equal to 11 into 11 into 11, which is equal to 11 cube. So therefore, cube root of 1331 is equal to cube root of 11 cube. Now, because you have a cube inside the radical, you can remove the radical, write it as 11 only. Similarly, 3375 can be written as 3 into 3 into 3. That is, this is one triplet. Another triplet is this. So into 5 into 5 into 5, which is equal to 3 cube into 5 cube, which is equal to 3 into 5 whole cube. Therefore, 3375 must be equal to the cube root of 3 into 5 whole cube, which is, now you have a cube inside a radical, so you can remove the radical. 3 into 5, which is equal to 15. You have got the cube root of 1331 and you have got the cube root of 3375. We come back here, okay, from where we started. So therefore, cube root of minus 1331 into 3375. I had written this as cube root of minus 1331 into cube root of 3375. Now, because inside a cube root, I have a negative sign, I can take this negative sign out of the cube root. I can write this as minus cube root of 1331 into, and here is cube root of 3375. Now, minus cube root of 1331 has been, what is the cube root here? Let me just finish here. Therefore, cube root of 3375. Oh, I have written this here. This is cube. This should be a cube root here. Cube root of 3375 was equal to cube root of this. I can remove the radicals and write it as 15. So now I can put the values here. So minus cube root of 1331, I have found it here as 11. Not here. In fact, here I have found out this as 11. And cube root of 3375, I have found out here as 15. Okay. So this will be minus 165. And that should be your answer. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
We'll move on to the next problem here. Question here is, now we want to find out the cube root of a fraction. Okay. So let's say given here is cube root of minus 125 divided by 343. Okay. Now, because you have a negative sign inside a cube root, you can take it out. You can write this as minus cube root of 125 divided by 343. Now you simply prime factorize and find out, or what you can do is you can also distribute. So minus, you can write cube root of 125 divided by cube root of 343. You distribute the cube root over the numerator and the denominator. Okay, so you can write cube root of 125 by 343 as cube root of the numerator divided by the cube root of the denominator. Now we find out the cube root separately. That is 125. We find out the cube root.
Sir, it will be 5.
5 cube will be. So you get 125. This is the prime factorization. 343 is again, as I told you, is 11 cube. But you can show it here also. Okay. This. So therefore, 125 is equal to 5 into 5 into 5, which is equal to 5 cube. So therefore, cube root of 125 is equal to cube root of 5 cube, which is equal to 5. Also, 343 has been written as 11 into 11 into 11, which is equal to 11 cube. Therefore, cube root of 343 is cube root of 11 cube, which is equal to 11. Okay. So now coming back here, we had written cube root of minus 125 divided by 343. We had written this as minus cube root of 125 by 343, and this we had written as minus cube root of 125 divided by cube root of 343, which is, now we have found out the cube root here. What is the cube root of 125? It is 5. And what is the cube root of 343? We have found it as 11. So your answer is minus 5 by 11. Okay. Any question?
No, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
No, sir. Sir, the cube root of 343, can we write 7?
7.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it should be 7, no? Yes, it should be 7, not
Yes,
11.
sir.
My prime factorization is wrong. It should be 7. 7. And this should be 49. And this should be 7. So this is not 11 cube, but in fact, this will be 7 into 7 into 7. So this is 7 cube. This is cube root of 7 cube, which is equal to 7. So while writing here, let's change this to 7. Okay, that's it. So moving on to the next problem here. Question is, find the cube roots of the following numbers. First number, 0.216. How to find out the cube root of decimal numbers? In order to find out cube roots of decimal numbers, you can convert them to fractions first. 0.216 can be written as you're shifting 3 places to the right. So you need to divide by 1000. Right? We have written this. Therefore, cube root of 0.216 is the same as finding the cube root of 216 divided by 1000, which is the same as cube root of 216 divided by cube root of 1000. Right? Now 1000, you know, is 10 cube. So here you don't need to prime factorize also. 1000, you know, this is 10 cube. Right? So therefore, cube root of 1000 is cube root of 10 cube, which is equal to 10. And now in order to find out the cube root of 216, you can prime factorize. Okay, so you have triplets here. Therefore, 216 is equal to first triplet of 2 and a second triplet of 3, which is equal to 2 cube into 3 cube. So therefore, cube root of 216 is equal to cube root of, you can write this as 2 into 3 whole cube, cube root of 2 into 3 whole cube, which is equal to 2 into 3 simply, which is equal to 6. So therefore, we are required to find out the cube root of 0.216. So coming back here, coming back to this step, cube root of 216, we had written this as cube root of 216 divided by cube root of 1000. Cube root of 216 we found out to be 6 and cube root of 1000 we found out to be 10. But because I have the number given as decimal, we express 6 by 10 in a decimal to write this as 0.6 because you have 1 0 in the denominator. So the decimal will shift from here to here to give you 0.6. Is it clear? So moving on to the next problem. Find the cube root of, we are required to find out the cube root of 9.261. Again, you convert this to a fraction. Cube root of 9,261, because you are shifting two decimal 3 places to the right, you divide by 1000, right? So which is equal to cube root of 9,261 divided by cube root of 1000, right? So here 1000 is 10 cube. Therefore, cube root of 1000 is equal to cube root of 10 cube, which is equal to 10. Also, cube root of 9,261. Okay, let's prime factorize 9,261 first. Then we'll write 9,261 is divisible by 3, 3087 times. This is again divisible by 3, 1029 times. 1029 is again divisible by 3, 343 times. 343 is divisible by 7, 49 times. And this is 7 into 7 is 49. Okay, so the triplets here. Okay, so therefore 9261 has been written as 3 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7 into 7, which can be written as 3 cube into 7 cube, which can be written as 3 into 7 whole cube. So therefore cube root of 9,261 is equal to cube root of 3 into 7 whole cube, which is equal to 3 into 7, which is equal to 21. So therefore now coming back here, cube root of 9.261, hence cube root of 9.261 is cube root of 9261 divided by 1000, which is equal to cube root of 9261 divided by cube root of 1000. So cube root of 9261 we have found out here as 21 and cube root of 1000 is 10. And since this number here is under the radical is given to as in terms of decimal, you convert 21 by 10 to decimal by shifting one place to the left, you get 2.1. Clear with everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So please note this also, I have written it here. I've used it here all this C I've used here. I've used this here from this step to this step. That is cube root of any fraction is equal to cube root of A divided by cube root of B. That is, you can distribute the cube root over the numerator and the denominator, just like your square roots. Okay. That is what you must know. Next, we come to the meaning of cube root of a number in terms of fractional powers. You can just take a note of this. We'll be using this later on in class 9 maybe. Okay, but just take a note that if we are writing square root of a number, say square root of A, if we are writing, you can, because I have a hidden 2 here, we don't write that 2, okay, when we are writing square root. So therefore we can write this as A to the power of 1 by 2, because I have a 2 here. Similarly, when we are writing a cube root of A, what we mean is A to the power of 1 by 3. Okay, the actual formula here is that the cube root of a number, that the nth root of a number is equal to A to the power of 1 by n. Okay, so you can say that the fifth root of A is equal to A to the power of 1 by 5. Okay, also you can say sixth root of 10 is equal to 10 to the power of 1 by 6. Okay, is this clear to everyone? We will not be using this, but you can just take a note of this. Okay, is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we shall be seeing what the cube root of a number by approximation. Prime factorization method is done. How to find out the cube root of numbers by prime factorization method? Look at this carefully. I will be explaining this once again in the next class. Okay. Suppose I give you this number. This is a very big number, 857375. I want to find out the cube root of this number. Okay, it's a huge number. So how do I find out the cube root? Unless it is a perfect cube, you will not be able to find out. Okay, so point is that this number has to be a perfect cube. Only then you can use the approximation method. Okay, so how do you find out the cube root of this? First of all, in order to find out the cube root of this, you write the number in this manner, 857375, such that you start grouping from this side. Remember, square roots we were grouping in threes, in twos. We group here in threes. Okay, you group the numbers in threes. Fine. Once you group the numbers in threes, you look at the last digit of this group. What is the last digit here? 5. So tell me what number you should multiply thrice to get 5. You see that 5 into 5 into 5 will give you 125, isn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
And the last number is 5 here, right? So
Yes,
therefore,
sir.
once you see this, that means because 5 into 5 into 5 is equal to 125, the last digit is 5, and here also the last digit is 5, we write a 5 here. Okay, so this is done. Okay, now we look at the next group. The next group is 857. Okay, now 857, you keep trying. First, 1 cube is how much? 1. 2 cube is how much? 8. 3 cube is how much? 27. 4 cube is 64. 5 cube is 125. 6 cube is 216. 7 cube is 343, right? And 8 cube is how much? 8 cube I think is 8 cube I forgot how much. Wait. 512. And 9 cube is 729.
Sir, 79.
Okay. 10 cube is 1000. Okay. Now you must see what. Now see here, I've got 857 here, right? So from this list, can you tell me 857 lies between which two numbers? 857 lies between
Sir,
somewhere over
79
here,
and
right?
1000.
857 lies somewhere over here, isn't it? So 857 lies between what numbers? 9 cube and 10 cube, isn't it? These two numbers? 9 cube and 10 cube, right? Which is the lower of the two from 9 and 10? 9 is the lower number. So write 9 here. So therefore you can write cube root of 857,375 must be equal to this 95. Is this method clear? We'll take more examples. Okay. So we'll continue in the next class. Okay. Just go through this if you can understand. Otherwise, we'll continue this. So I'll stop here.